Peak District, more specifically Kinder Scout, and even more precise than that, the Woolpacks. So I'm here with Rich, he's in the background just there, and it was a race against time and race against the weather to get up here and find somewhere to pitch. So we're overlooking the glorious Vale of Edale now, and the snow has just stopped. So it's time to pitch the shelters as fast as we can before we lose the light. So here we are, the maiden voyage of the Luxe Hex Peak V4A, and one of the main reasons why I upgraded from the Zephyrus is because I fancied a bit more headroom. I'm really impressed so far. There seems to be quite a lot of room in the porch here, probably 3 times the amount that the Zephyrus has, and yeah, I'm loving it so far. So Rich is just over there. Probably just see the light from inside his tent, and he did a quick temperature reading earlier on, and it was around about 2 degrees with a wind chill of about -3. I think the wind speed earlier on was about 30 miles an hour, and thankfully it's eased off a little bit now. But we got some snow. I think that might be the first time the Peak District's seen snow at this point anyway, this year so far. But this is the maiden voyage, and I'm going to Tasmania in just under 2 weeks' time, so I needed to get out and test this. I tested it in the back garden the other day, but this is the first real world test. Okay, time to get some food on the go. Here we go. Tonight's menu choice is Tesco jerk chicken. Hopefully it's good. I'm not going to lie, that does smell quite nice. I've had a few tastes while it's been cooking as well, and you know, the supermarkets mark on that it's like hot, but it never really is. But this has got quite a nice kick to it. It's good. Rich has just delivered a nice accompaniment, a bit of red wine to go with the jerk chicken. Should it be red stripe to go with the jerk chicken? Red wine will do perfectly. Good morning. So, it was quite a warm night, to be honest, in the sleeping bag. I was really surprised. The Van Gogh Ultralight 1300 didn't let me down. All I got on was a base layer, a small rab fleece, and then the usual hoodie that I wear. I didn't have to crack out the down jacket at all, which was quite surprising. It cleared up. I looked out of the tent at about 6 AM and it was nice and clear, but it's just started to cloud over a little bit now. I've got the Canon 550D just there doing a bit of a time lapse. One of the main reasons why I've not done so much video is because my Canon 7D is not playing the game. It's my own fault really, I've got a little hack on it called Magic Lantern that allows me to do various little things with it, but I'll try and shelter it from the wind a little bit. Yeah, but for some reason when I installed it again yesterday it didn't fully install, so the camera doesn't want to turn on sometimes. So the Luxe Hex Peak, very impressed so far. Rich is in the, I think it's the MLD DuoMid. It stood up to the winds quite well last night, to be honest. I pegged out the corners again a little bit last night because this side here was tensioning a bit more. It could probably do with tensioning a little bit more still, but because we're not on a level, it's really tricky to get it right. But I'm very impressed with it. I love the fact that there's more room, more headroom. It's just great. coffee time. So now we can see the inside a little bit better. As I was saying, I'm really impressed. I like the additional headroom and the massive porch there, and there's no real weight penalty from my Zephyrus. I think this weighs around about 1200 grams, 1.2 kilos. I'm using the pole setup, so I've bought the adapter to join both of my poles together, and now my water's boiling. So you can buy just a pole to go with it if you wish, but because I use poles, I've just bought the adapter. Right, let's get this made. So we camped at the Woolpacks last night. Really great spot. Not overly level, but we're not worried, it's fine. I managed to find a nice little divot to sleep in there, and I was really comfortable. We came over Brown Knoll yesterday evening, and the reason why I've not really got any footage from before when we're in Edale is because, like I mentioned earlier on, the camera is not playing the game. So I thought if I had formatted the memory card, maybe it would wake up, but it didn't. I still had the same problem. So the only footage really that is missing is we went for a pint in the Rambler, because we parked. That's where we parked last night actually. £5 overnight. So keep that in mind, people. If you don't want to, if there's no space in front of the school or anything like that, or you don't want to pay to park in the train station, the Rambler were very kind and they said £5 for the night. So it must be a regular thing for them. Yeah, then we went to the Old Nag's Head for another pint and then walked up the hill and over. So I think the plan for today, we've both got to be back around about 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm on nights again tonight, as I usually am when I come out camping. We're going to walk along past Pimchair, top of Jacob's Ladder, over Brown Knoll, and then we're going to see what the time's like, and possibly do Lord's Seat and maybe Mamtor, we'll see. But we might drop down in between Brown Knoll and Lord's Seat if the time's against us. We could do with being back at the Rambler for around about 12. So what a beautiful morning, it really is. That's everything packed away. Time to get the shelter down. I like the fact that you can unhook the inner and pack away in case it's raining. That'd be quite handy. I did see Barking Badger, Mark and Sandy doing that on the West Highland Way. I think he's packing away with that down. It's all good. No trace left whatsoever. Let's go for it. We're just passing Pimchair now. So we're heading downhill now. We're going to head towards Brown Knoll, and there is the new flagstone footpath down there as well. And it's been about 3 years since I've been along there, so it's a first for me. Looking down into the beautiful Vale of Edale there, and Jacob's Ladder right in the centre, coming up the hill. Let's keep moving. It's very icy along here now. The stone flagged paths are quite controversial, but you've got to admit that it does make it a lot easier coming this way. As you can see, it's a boggy nightmare. We're going to head down the Chapel Gate path now. We've come along from Brown Knoll. There's Rich. Instead of going over Lord's Seat and be pushed for time, we're going to head straight down into the Vale of Edale now. And we're heading down to the Rambler. And we're back at the Rambler. So it's been a really good walk. I'm really impressed with the Luxe Hex Peak so far. It looks like
rescue helicopters heading up over Grindsbrook at the minute. I'm not sure whether it's just training or whether they're looking for someone, but it's hovering above there. Either way, as always, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Rich for the invite to come out tonight, and maybe the next time I see you, probably, let me think about this, might be from Tasmania. I'm going to walk the overland track with my dad and my brother and my dad's friends. It should be quite good, quite an adventure. Okay, so as always, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.